Oh, welcome back to the adventures of Shiryu. Currently in Oblivion Cold Harbor. And it's been a while, but I think last thing I tried to do is enter here. In this closed door. And this is probably some Sancta Sanctorum of Molag Bal, things like this. So there must be some kind of quest of thing, a way, a special key we must find to be able to enter there. And what news do we have? A couple of new mods. Well, the last mod that I published, I think it's stable enough. The Smart Journal mod that should be able to ease how we can find information with our very long quest list. Hopefully. Because now the quests are sorted by mod loading order, and if you want by other prefixes, but I think this one is very useful because you can get the mod from the tooltip, but they are in loading order, so they are already grouped with a very short prefix, which is not stealing many of the space available for the list. But this way you have a very fast way to find from what mod are your quests coming from. Obviously both those already done and those you have still active. And I think this is very useful if, like me, you are using a very long modding list. Because if you're just using standard Bethesda mods and a couple of other mods, maybe, well, this mod is not very useful, at least this journal part. Maybe the part which is condensing the paragraphs, so you don't see the header with every journal entry, but only on the top of the page. And this feature you can find it also in Sven journal editing mod, and I think I tried it at the time, and the two mods should be completely compatible, I think, and both of the mod can exclude that option, so if you want you can just disable it anyway in any of the two mods, so they should work together with no problems. I don't use that mod because I'm not really able to learn to use those keys needed to be able to edit the journal, and also it's a little complicated, not something I do often, so maybe not a mod for me, but I think people who love to write things in the journal could find the mod good progress compared to the previous version, requiring a separate program to work. Now with MWSE, Lua, many mods that where requiring an external program can be done, like the mod to automatically save every few minutes before you had to do some external program. Now it's all made with MWSE Allure mods. Anyway, we are here and in Oblivion Cold Harbor looking for a way to enter that door, and the mod should be the door of Oblivion. Maybe there are not specific quests for this, but we have still a couple of quests here. For Varmina. We should go there and take this potion to the tavern, I think, and also yeah, this one. And well, let's check if we have this thing. We should have a tankard, valid tankard. And these are other quests in other Oblivion realms, but as we are here, I'm curious about entering this door. So let's see if we can find a way. Oh, and also there's another new mod which I just added to the loading list, and I'm very curious about it because it is from one of my preferred quest modders, which is JMK, John Color, and just found this new mod from a post in the Morrowind modding Discord. So I got there immediately to the DeviantArt site where John usually publishes his mods, and downloaded it and just tweaked it a little for compatibility with, but there was very little things I changed because most of the mod was already very clean and very well done technically, so I did not change a lot. Especially conflicts were nearly zero, landscape conflicts and things like this, so it should work well with any loading order because locations are mostly interiors, I think. And well, there are a lot of new places to explore, some Oblivion realms also in that mod, and so I'm curious about it. As usual, JMK mods are quest mods and locations and plenty of things to do. And I read some people in the Discord forum sort of joking about his mod because maybe his textures and meshes are not top of the tops, but I think janky mods are great as quests and technical execution of the mod. And you must consider that he does very big quest mods and he does everything alone by himself, so I think he's one of my preferred quest modder. Still making mods in these years, even if his meshy style sometimes is not really modern enough for the majority of Morrowind current users. But I think you should give a try
to
his mods.
A scamp in Cold Harbor wants me to kill the guards that patrol the entrance to the fortress. If I do, it will give me the key to the fortress.
Oh, and as you just read from our journal, we probably found the way to enter the fortress. There's a quest for this nice scamp here. Hey there, little manling, want to get in big fortress? Me too. But nasty beasties in the way. I think we already killed the nasty beasties, so in theory we already did what he's asking to do. Okay, so we killed the nasty beasties and he's going to give us the secret key. Deal? Yeah. Deal. Okay, I think I already killed them. Let's try and... Oh, ooh, there's someone else here. This is... a nasty monster. A frost monarch. So in theory, if we have already killed them, we should be able to progress the quest already. Oh, the manling returns. Beasties are all dead. Scampling gives secret key to
After
manling.
defeating the guards patrolling the entrance to the fortress, the scamp gave me the key to the fortress, and began to follow me.
Oh, he's following also. Well, let's go up again. So look at this sky. What time is it? 1 p.m. And well, I already told you how I love this mod because also this mod is a one modder work. Has been sometimes since it's been updated, but I hope the modder has not completely abandoned it. It's already something you can play, but there are parts that maybe are screaming more quests, more enemies. Anyway, a great mod nonetheless. And where is the way to... this way probably? Yeah. We must find the sort of bridge to go up. Where is my friend's camp? Okay, so this way maybe? And Shiryu probably would have no problem using levitation to go there, but I think the scamp is not able to follow well levitating. So if we are able to find a road, it would probably be better. Oh, and there is where our friend is. The skeletal bard. Hey scamp, I'm here. Hello. Can you follow? Maybe this way. Yeah. So I think that is some kind of bridge. Going down again here. Okay, let's go and visit Caldwell. So we already found the loot strings for him. I don't remember where the path to go up is. I think I will try and add the scamp to my companion list, so it's easier for him to follow. Or maybe oh, this way. Okay, so maybe I can do it without adding the scamp to the list. Slowly follow him. Yeah. And I love these plants. Okay, so this way. Oh, maybe we can follow this kind of oblivion. Monuments. Must find a way to go up. Where is the scamp? Okay, let's do it. I will use the teleport control and add the scamp to our friend list, so I can fetch him if he get lost. Oh, look at this. Doesn't work. Okay, this way to the east. How can I go up? No, this is Quagmire. I must go this way. This place is quite big. So this is probably the starting of the bridge. I can levitate, but I want to learn the official way to get there. So let's use this bridge here. We go this way. And from here, this way. And we have the usual sort of naga.
Lava beyond sea. Sakritu. Lava beyond sea. Sakritu.
A harvester. Okay, where is this big bridge? This way. Maybe I need to go up. But now I'm curious about a way that you can reach without levitating or jumping. There must be. So we did again a sort of circle around. And the direction seems to be right, but still. Hello down there! Solve the compatibility problems. I'm trying to start again playing after a while, but I don't remember very well what I was doing. Oh, my friendly scamp. So I'm back here with this wall, which is just zapping us with this magic. And apparently I'm unable to find a way to walk there. Because the Doors of Oblivion. It's a great mod. It's not really conflicting with a lot of things because it's all interiors. But if you want a sort of clean up a version and with some of the missing meshes added and so on, just tell me, because I tweaked it a little, so there should be less things missing and maybe also some conflict solved. But I'm not sure 100% of the quests are finished, so I'm playing also to discover what is missing. But all in all, I think there are a lot of little quests you can do already working well. And it's a place great to visit. There are some nice touches like the floating rocks over there that are great. There are these very atmospheric colors. Permadeath. I think permadeath are special, something only you are doing, because I don't know. Did you ever reached a level high enough to explore some big quest mod with permadeath? Because oh, grass in the reigns of oblivion. I don't know. Technically, it may be hard to find grass for this kind of mods, because maybe those that are developed making the SAS like exterior before, and then you sort of cut the meshes from the real exterior and do the interior like exterior. I think something like this has been used for the Stars McCain mod, the one in the interior. And in this case you can generate the grass first, and maybe it will work when you port the terrain meshes to the interior. But in case of a big mod like the Oblivion one here, which is based on some kind of small island resource, if I recall correctly, retextured, I don't think you can generate grass. You have to put it by hand, and so maybe not easy to find someone doing the work. But it's also true that the majority of these Oblivion pocket rains probably do not need grass. They have some special plant like this one. I don't know. I will think about it. But probably there's no easy way to plant grass. Maybe some, in theory, some lure mod able to detect where the soil is in these big meshes and place the grass. Could be done, something like this, in theory. But at the moment I don't think there is anything able to do something like this. I think that Greatest 7 could be able to do something like this, because he already is using some Blender tool to drop clutter when he's placing little things in the mod, so maybe it could work also with grass, something like this. But so far I've seen no grass for interior like exterior mods automatically generated. But never say never, because we have... Oh, these are big chains. Anchors. Great. So I want to reach that bridge over there and see if I can, from here I can go. Just to understand. Okay. So in theory, I should be able to turn on the fly. Oh, much better view. The grass generator is very hit and miss in my experience. The problem is it is crashing often, and you have to pay attention. If I recall correctly, when you try to generate some grass, you have to load some. If you are using some of the grass requiring the land textures, somewhere you have to have loaded the mod defining the resources for these land texture, as it is crashing or things like this. But all in all, I made it work loading standard Bethesda mods and the mod I wanted to be with the grass, and this way it was not crashing. And then I had sometimes to remove the grass from the standard Morrowind part, but this way I managed to generate grass for a lot of mods. But not sure there is a standard way to use it, so it always works with every kind of grass. You have just to try and make it work. But anyway, if you manage to make it work, you will always use a lot less time compared to having to do the grass by hand. So it is still the best way to generate grass that we have. And okay, this is the bridge. I think a lot of people used it recently to generate the latest grass mods like Remiros and so on, so maybe they did some standard script for it that could be used as example, and things are a little easier now. Or there are other tricks you can use, like use more or less some kind of standard grass, and then you can use other programs to replace some of the grass with other grass meshes. I don't remember, but I think the last grass I have generated is the one for one of the landmass mods I moved, something like one of the Telvanni big island. Oh, this is the bridge. Okay, found the bridge finally. I don't remember what Tel it is. It is a big Telvanni, one of probably the biggest one mod about Albania Towers. But I don't remember what tile, but it's north of Sheogorod, I think, and a little east of Alvendra's Vogar mods. And I think I generated grass for that mod, or it was already included in the mod, I don't remember, and I just moved it a little. Anyway, I will call my friendly scamp. Let's see. I think the Smart Journal is a very special mod which will not be useful probably for a lot of people, but the few people having super long quest lists will find it very useful, because for me it's been really something that is making finding the quest easier. Oh, he's called Scamp. Also, I can remove this one. Okay, let's call the companion here, and then I can remove also that entry. Okay, so we have a big bridge going up. Anyway, I think a big install with a lot of mods will require something that's not permadeath, because it's really hard to develop a good high-level character using a permadeath mod, I think. So you risk to start 100 times and never reach a level which is comfortable for exploring Oblivion realms and risky places. Okay, Scampi is here. Let's see. Wow, we are here. We are entering.
We have arrived in the fortress. I should speak with the scamp again.
Okay, let's do it. But I think the permadeath is really something that is people enjoy, because they really making bets about how long you can survive.
The scamp and I arrived safely inside
And
the fortress,
it's something
and the scamp left me.
fun to look to follow, because it's a continuous risk to and keep your character alive at low level. So, and also because there's a lot of variation, because every time you will start with a different class and role playing something different, it's interesting because you play in a completely different way sometimes. So all in all, Uh, it's a nice new thing for people to watch. Oh, plenty. Oh, big nasty. So I don't think your permadeath character could have an easy way to enter here. Where is my friendly scamp? I must talk with my friendly scamp. Oh, little manling, we are in fortress now. Farewell and watch out for more beasties. And we already found them. Okay, he has nothing new to say. But look at this. It's really nice. I'm not sure if this mod is actually still available on the Nexus. I hope so. I think there's another mod which I love, which is no more available. And I think it's the Cavern of Our House one. Not sure. But I really hate when modders remove a mod from the net. Because if you are making a new better version, just make it, but until then keep your old version up, else people may have a problem. Maybe people reinstalling the game after a while and they would like to go on with the quest and they cannot find the mod to install, so it's not great. Can I open this way? Hard. But I really like the colors and the variety that this thing is giving to standard Daedric meshes. Just changing the colors. There are also new things, but can we go this way? Yeah. Can I talk with the scamp? Uh-oh. I don't know. Maybe there's been some kind of problem with other people using some resource. Or maybe some others simply think that their previous work is not good and things like this. And usually texture artists and mesh makers are more sensible to this kind of things. I never seen a programmer thinking that he had to remove from the net a previous mod because it was crap. They are more artist people that have this kind of problems. But maybe that's how I see it. But anyway, it's not a good thing to do. Better to keep the thing up and make the new mod when you have time and feel like doing it, but keep old things up. Anyway. I think I've been able to match most of the changes from both the mods, Karen's Owl and Mines and Karen. There are not many SADs with big conflicts. And in that case you have to choose and keep one, but most of the conflicts can be short or fixed. Most are some loading door which is a little moved, but they are both great mods. And I don't remember what... Oh yeah, I want to recharge this weapon, I think. Yeah. The chaos effect. And what is this chaos effect? Ah, okay. Active spells. You mean this list? Or some magic effects here? A unique icon. This one? I don't remember how many magic effects she could have because she has also a lot of new permanent effects that she gained doing a lot of dead requests and things like this. A question mark. I don't know. Maybe something related to the teleportation, I don't think. A question mark. There is one thing that I think is rather unique in my setup that not many people notices, but these potions and icons are very special because they are the icons from the potion mod by Great 7 and I think R0, but the potions are from another mod which is adding these very nice potions and related icons. So I didn't merge the two things because I'm using these very nice potions and icons from the mod which is by One of my preferred texture artists, which is, I don't remember the name, but I'm using not only the potions but a lot of textures from this model. An old friend, yeah. And I'm using these potions icons from that mod with the tweaked code from the Grainer 7 and R0 mod to add the magic icons to these different potions. Oh yeah, there are also another mod with the bubbly potions. Too many things to choose. Not everything can be made compatible. Ooh, what's this? But I really like to have a high level character like this one to explore the mods, because this way you can talk, you can relax, and you see all the beautiful things. I think that this is great because there is a mix of styles. Let's see. Oh, these are MCAs spawning from level list, so level 15, they are not really hard to kill, so I think even a permadeath character could kill them easily, but the problem is maybe the first Atronax and Tremora at the entry are a little hard. But well, I think the one mod that gave me a little problems and is being a little surprised as being one of the Stars Mackay mods, the one in interiors, I think, because the goblins in the cave were every goblin was at level 100 and it was really impossible to visit because they were one-shotting me. And when I told the mod author what the fuck, but you do a great mod and then you put 100 goblins, 100 level goblins everywhere, and he told me, oh, they are there since a lot of time, so they've been able to become so powerful. Okay, that's a little silly because you risk that people avoid using the mod for no reason. But sadly, I think at the moment both those mods, those Stars Mackay mods, are sort of stopped in development because one of the author, the one developing the interior version, probably is completely absorbed by a new game that he's developing, so no time for modding Morrowind. And the other one also probably is not advancing with the mod. So at the moment, no progress. sadly, because they are very interesting. All in all, I think I prefer the exterior version one, but they are both great. And I don't know if they are still I think the exterior one had a couple of people, and now in practice one, and the interior one, I think for a little time there's been some sort of collaboration between the author of the now exterior one and the author of the interior like exterior one. So they did work together for a very short time with the old interior one, but then they started not having the same ideas for certain things, and so the usual fork happened, and we have now an interior like exterior version and a completely different exterior only version. Both not complete, but such is modding. Oh, these are really... I need some magic here.
Suck it through.
Uh-oh.
Lava beyond sea.
Whew. This one was nasty.
Beyond sea.
Look at the animation when you cast something. Oh, another naga. Ooh. They are called harvesters. I think Shiayu has no more. These boots can do. And we have this kind of walls. I'm not sure they are meant to do just on-touch magic. Maybe they are meant to work like eyelid stones, some kind of on-target spells. But probably they are not finished. Ooh, this is interesting. Plenty of things to get here. Oh! What's this? A trap? Ah, look at this mesh, it's really something. Uh-oh. I have a feeling this is the big bad boy. Molag Bal in person. What are you doing here in Cold Harbor? Oh, I'm not able to do something like this. Okay, what are you doing here in Cold Harbor, weak little mortal? Do not meddle in my affairs. Do you think you can best me? I have seen how you have tried to help my slaves, but it is of no use. They are forever in my keeping. Now be gone, or I will claim your soul as well, and add you to my freedom. Now let's talk about Cold Harbor. My realm, cold, dreary, dark, harsh, and inhospitable to weak humans, but a place of respite for dead or such as serve me. Molag Bal. Yeah, I'm Molag Bal, the one you have heard about. Cold and cruel, powerful and feared. Mortals tremble at the mention of my name throughout all of Tamriel. Even the other dead or lords fear and loathe me. You should be afraid too, frail mortal. Tamriel, the place you call home. I nearly captured and enslaved the entire land at one time long ago. Some treacherous little shreven escaped my clutches and thwarted my plans and so on. Well, we can just try and see what happens with the best me. Ha 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 ha, you a penal little immortal? Okay, so we can now choose to avoid fighting or to fight, and we will fight. Very well, little worm, I will grant you your request. Prepare to become my slave. Let's see. Uh-oh. Maybe we need some help here. It's not very big. If we compare with the first thing I can remember is Maroon's Dagon in the Maestro Antares mod is really great. It's a very big Deadly Prince. But never say never. I played recently a mod for Skyrim, which is about the Molag Bal magic rain, and Molag Bal was never very big in that mod still. Was very powerful. I think he's using absorb health magic. Not sure about it. Where is my potion? Let's see. Ah, well, he's 100 level, so probably he's not so easy as it seems. And I think Xiaoyu is saved mostly by her incredible magic absorption and resistance, because she's an Atronach Triton and she did a lot of quests winning some magic effects to increase her magic resistance and absorption and so on, but this thing is level 100 and has a lot of health. Yeah, I think he has something like 3000
You like pain.
health. So, all in all, I think it's a good Daedric Lord to try and kill. Not hard like things incredible, like for instance I remember Yorick from the Yorick Tower mod is really something impossible to kill, or probably the hardest enemy I found so far in any Morrowind mod, but this one is not easy. Well, that's the problem that sometimes, like now, is Morrowind glitches with the EI pathing can really make things easier, because if your enemy is sort of blocked there,
Lava. Beyond sea. Sakritu.
but he's also magic resistant,
Beyond sea.
so not easy. And I need some stamina. Oh, I cannot drink more than 4 potions.
Alright, who wants some?
Ooh. Well, I think it's not bad. Hard enough to be challenging, and I think the head is good. Let's see the weapon. Ooh, Blackbard's mace. Wow. All in all, it's powerful, but not incredibly. So, a good weapon. And the weapon stats probably are not something stable, because I'm using a more experimental mod, which is changing the weapons and the armors and statistics on the fly, trying to tweak them so they are uniform between mods. So probably in the original mod they are a little different. And I think if I manage to find the proper formulas, it will be a nice mod, because it does it when you start the game, and it does it automatically for all the weapons and armors. And I think there's a similar mod that's been done recently. I think for... not remember, for weapons or for armors, but not for both. But it's not easy to do, because what I want to do is have something that is keeping the relation between the material, the weight, and the value, the enchantment value, and so on, and relate all these things so the value of a weapon or an armor depends on the stats, depends on the weight and the armor level. So something that is heavy will have less value than something that is easier to carry, and so on. But relating all these things is not easy. Helluva. But I think the next mods that will be done for balancing things will probably be done using MWSE, so they will be global for every armor and every weapon you have loaded, and this way it will work much better. Okay, we did it. We killed the big boss, big bad boss for Baal, and I think we did the main quest for this. Oh, another trap for this part of the Dead Rams. I was expecting some teleport device, but maybe I must go back. So let's see. Sorry, there's a door here. I think that's if I recall correctly, I've seen a question about the mod having a teleporter here but not working, and I took a look in the construction set, and that teleporter device is there but is not linked to any place, so probably something that not finished at the moment. So the one door is the one we used to reach the place, but there should be this sort of teleporter. Let's see if we can fly. Oh, over there. This one, I think, is meant to be a teleporter, but doesn't work at the moment. Okay, so I think I did explore this realm, so I will go back and drop some loot and repair my boots. Sometimes I forget the mods I have loaded, so I think, oh, where is my helmet? I lost my helmet, and I don't think about the mod which is removing your helmet if there is no danger in interiors. Oh, I must give also this shirt to the children. Oh, and there's this new interesting mod by JMK which I want to start, because I just installed it. It is also about Daedric Realm, I think. So, well, let's see if I find some hammer.
Lo, Ixi, Anna.
Oh yes, a big mess. I tried to start ordering things, but all in all, I just put a new big sack and everything is going there for a while. Every now and then I put things in some can. But there are just too many things. I have a lot of these sort of collections, but also a lot of things that are still in... Oh, and this is my friend's spot. I think he's the first companion this character had while starting in Sidanin. So I have also a lot of these armors around, but also a lot of things just put there. And let's see, what's this? A vase. Oh, lots of new books. I think I have most of them in the libraries in the Piranha's Cottage mod. I could use perfect placement, but all in all, I don't enjoy very much placing things around. I just put everything in a big sack, in a big chest, and from there I can find things faster, usually, just using the filtering in the container. So I don't know, I think I just need some new feather potions and then we are okay. Maybe another hammer if I... Oh, here it is. And we can actually see how this hammer looks. I don't oh, I don't think this this kind of monkeys can use a weapon. No, they cannot. They are old school. Let's just put it here. And let's see. Let's see if I can remember the key. Grab and drop. Yeah, perfect placement is great for these little things, and especially I think if you want to place things on the walls. But I'm not really expert with it. Okay, so let's do a couple of potions. I think I need some new ingredients. The mod I use for zooming, yeah, I think it is still close inspection. In theory, we could be able to do it using Lua, but so far I've not seen any mod doing the same thing. And I need to move a window a little. Let's see. Able. Okay.
Morrowind. Exceed. Honor.
Okay, I think we have plenty of other potion now. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so we could go back now to some of the Oblivion realms, or try and see if we are able to start a new mod by JM key, because I'm very curious about it. But let's see, where do we? And using the Oblivion amulet, oh, but it's not available as an amulet. Let's see, maybe clothing. Okay, so this is where you are teleported using the amulet of Oblivion. You start the quest in Clavicus Vile realm, which is pretty nice and full of green. So this is the place where some grass would look great, I think. And here is our friend, the Drang, which is the first strange Daedra we found here. And there should be Clavicus Vile nearby.
So I said,
Yeah.
where's the money in that?
And also him is a little small. But I think we already did a couple of quests.
My pleasure, madam. Truly.
And we can travel to the city, I think. Yes.
No worries. I won't hurt you. Ask your question.
The city is called Caprice.
Greetings. What shall we talk about?
The finest tailoring is right here, Outlander.
Simster's Beer, thank you for the very fine new shirt. Oh, yeah. messages. I don't remember. Oh, this one. Oh, plenty of gloves. Oh, this belt is interesting. Also, this one is very powerful. With better bodies, you never know. So this is very nice, but there's a curious mix of very low resolution textures used for the house walls
Finest tailoring
and the
is right
rest
here, Outlander.
of much better resolution meshes. But anyway, it's very creative. But it's amazing how
Very good company.
many new things there are in this mod. Look at this.
Knight
what
of the
do I
Imperial
owe
Dragon.
this
How
pleasure?
may I serve you?
And this is the tavern. And I think the pictures here are great.
Aren't you a sight? What can I do for you?
So we can rest for free, I think. And there's new food. But you can see also here the textures are a little blurry.
With pleasure. Please.
What can I help
Go
you?
ahead.
Welcome. Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
Writing Varial. He's upstairs. Let's see. Boshu is a very powerful and cruel Xivili. I was hunting him with my son when he surprised us and killed my son. And we can help him with this. What should I do? Thank you. I wish to trap Boshu's soul so that I may use it for an enchantment. And was always in Deadlands whenever I encountered him. Marooners, dragons. Okay, so what can we do? Travel to the realm of Meridia. The colored rooms. There's a portal. South
I have
of
agreed to
town.
hunt the Zivili Balshur for Rathin Veril. If I find him, I am to kill him and trap his soul.
Interesting new quest. Yeah, I think this mod would really need some of the new intelligent texture enhancers treatment, because it's a curious mix about very nice texturing in generally all the objects. The only problem is with the interior walls of the houses, because I think they are not stretching or having big problems. They are just very low resolution for some reason. Maybe they have been imported from some resource. I don't know. That's strange, because it's not that the modder is not showing us ability with the rest of the texturing. There are a lot of very nice objects and nice textures. Just the interior is having some problem. Maybe that's because it's a unique textures for all the house, and this way to avoid having textures much bigger, we have low resolution. Maybe that's a reason. Oh, it's a wonderful, huge mod. I have no idea how people can do things like this. A one-man walk. It's incredible, because I mean, I did some crazy walk, adding thousands and thousands of waypoints for my transport mods, but it was something very special related to scripting and so on. But people able to do a wall mod with exteriors, quests, and scripting, and new meshes. I have no idea how they can do things like this alone. They are really great. Only problem is this one-man project often do not reach a stage where they are completely playable, but I think this one all in all has a lot of quests already. We need some magic intelligent program to tweak these textures, and then I think it would be very nice.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Because that's only the wall text and the related windows here. The rest is good. Anyway, let's see if we can reach this portal. To Meridian Realm. But I'm curious. Oh, it's closed, and you need a key. Oh, haha, a beehive. I have a feeling that we could have some teleporter up there. Oh, the shivering isles. Isles. Oh, okay. I'm curious about it. Ooh. Our old friend has
I
killed.
can do for you.
Just love it. Oh, we must find a way to enter. And we have the Dark Seducer. We have the Muskin. And I think he's the Gatekeeper. And the Golden Saint. I like the sound. He's not talking. So we must find a way to exit from here, I think. And we must
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
pass the test with the Gatekeeper. I have a feeling if we attack all the Golden Saints, let's try this. So Gatekeeper, you're not talking, but well, he's level 20, so probably not a big deal. But I'm not sure I have to kill the Gatekeeper to get the key. Maybe there's a different way. Let's try some detect key. Maybe we can steal the key? Cannot really steal anything, so... Aha! So, there's no puzzle. You have just to kill the gatekeeper. But I think this mod is something really marvelous. Just about the different thing you can see, the different diagrams. Ooh, what's this? Shambles. And also, all in all, it's very how can I say it? Very similar to the Oblivion mods, and I think the modder did some great work here. The Sanctum of Vivisection. Oh.
Lava beyond sea.
Ooh, ooh, look at this. Electric slaughterfish. Okay, so this is great, but I think this electric slaughterfish should have some kind of electric attack, but anyway, I'm curious about the other mod, so I would like at least to find a place to start the new JMK mod called the Outer Realm, and it should have the starting point near Ashal Mimil Kala, Daedric Ruin, which is southeast of Lomaran. And let's see. I think should be more or less this. So we could teleport to Balmora, got there and so on, or we could just try and use a different kind of teleportation. If I recall correctly, there's a portal in one of Akimaestro Antares mod to reach the various Daedric ruins. I don't remember if I have a recall there. Yeah, in Al Dadrot, I think. Yeah, this one. This is from one of Antares creatures mod, I think, adding the sort of beholder creature, and the mod is also adding these portals, which is linking a lot of shrines. So we must find the one for the right Daedric Prince. This one probably. Yeah. Uh-oh, a nice lady here. I think sooner or later I will make a companion mod for one of these creatures because they are so pretty and also powerful. And oh, sorry. No idea. Why my outfit disappeared? I think I should have. Yeah. I love this mod. It's night time. And a flesh Atronach. And a nasty, beautiful Dedrick creature. It's pretty dark here. Ooh. I just love when it's a very dark night and bam, you got this thunder or lightning. But I think the portal should be around the exterior. Maybe it will be easier to find it during the daytime. Oh, I want to try also the mod to automatically load the arrows. And it seems to work correctly. Yeah. The main difference with the one by Merlord, I think that that one works when you equip the weapon, and the one I did is continuous as long as you have the weapon drawn. It keeps working, and also it works with throwing weapons. And he's probably from MCA. No O'Neill. Oh, a standard NPC near a dead ruin. Okay. I think we must look for some... Oh, over there maybe? There's a light and a house. Oh, I think that's Dark Elf Guy mod. It's hard to find the proper place where to hit this thing. So, better use a good old sword. That place should be the Dark Elf Guy mod, which is adding a manor. Yeah. I don't remember if I already did the quest for it. Probably yes. It's sort of half ruined house that you must free from creatures, and you make a quest for one of the I think in the nearby village there's one quest giver, but I think I already killed all the nasty creatures here, but I don't remember if I have the quest finished. Oh, this way. I'm not using hotkeys to select the ammo. It's automatic. When you draw your bow, for instance, it gets automatically the arrow. What you can do is press I think the Alt key, and by hand you can choose, I think, ammo. So I press the Alt key for the weapon, and I've equipped this one. I think I can choose, for instance, if I press Alt key and now I equip this, in theory it should remember to equip this Cruel Spark arrow instead. Let's try. So I will equip with the Alt key one sword, then try and equip again the bow with another Alt keys, and in theory, as you can see, I have readied the proper arrow which I hand choose. So automatically it will equip any arrow you have available, but you can choose to equip a special kind of arrow if you press the Alt key and equip by hand. So I think it's something that you can use also if you have some preferred arrows. But as long as you have your bow equipped, it keep getting automatically the arrows, so you never have to open the inventory and change if you don't want to. And the same thing for the other weapons. I don't remember why oh, this way maybe. I was looking for a way to go outside. Oh, here it is. And there's a nice view at daytime. And you can also sleep here, maybe. Not sure about it. That's right. There are enemies nearby when you are outside. But it's a very nice mod by Dark Elf Guy. A very scenic view and a very nice quest to free the house from nasty creatures. But I'm here mostly because I want to look for that new mod portal, which should be near the oh, over there. And we have the user Cliff Racer. They never learn. Here it is. This looks like a new Daedric portal. And we have Fulgak Grafungar. Oh, Breton, you must help me. My friend Astrid was fiddling.
I just met an orc by the name of Fulgak Grafungar, not far from the Daedric shrine of Ashalmimilkala. She seemed to be in a panic, and mentioned that her friend, Astrid, had recently managed to reactivate a portal nearby, which she believed may lead to realms of the Daedric prince, Sanguine. As she was about to try it, however, a Dremora appeared from the portal and snatched her. Perhaps if I go through the same portal, I may find her again.
So we have the start of the mod here, and okay, we will try and to help her. A warning about the script not working. I don't think there's a quick way. If you don't have the object, the reference, having the local script attached, if it is a local script. If the script is attached to an NPC or to a creature and you can click the creature, probably you can get the script name. If you have the script name, it should be not hard to find where the problem is. Not local, it's a global script, but you can see the name of the script, because that's the important thing to find where it is. If you have the name, if you have the script name, the easier way to find the mod where it is usually is to look for the string begin space name of the script in your mods. Usually it's a simple search, because if you use that begin space name of the script, you find the script source, which is more likely to be where the mod is. So, for instance, we can do an example. Let's see. Okay. So, for instance, I want to look for a script. Okay, I will just open a mod and look for a script. Okay, once I have the script name, I had this part, begin space, and I look for this string using any program which can look for strings in files. I usually use a file manager like this one, double commander, but you can use any search program able to find things inside files, and you look for well, you choose the folder usually where you want to look for things, and we want to look in data files, and we don't need to look inside, we just look at the first level of the folder, because the mods are all there. We don't need to look inside the meshes or textures or things like this. And we look for this kind of file, any name, and with this kind of extension, which can be ESP, ESM, and so on. And here we usually put the string that we want to look for. So we are looking inside the data files folder for the mod files containing this string. And this way we should be able to find immediately the mod which is defining the script. So this way you find the mod. And when you have found the mod, you have the name of the script, you have the mod. Usually it's easier this way. Or you could just load every mod in your loading order using, for instance, the conflict detector, and look for the string there, I think. Maybe that's another way. There are two tools like this that I think are the best available. One is this double commander, which is completely open source, and the other one is a classic, which is the total commander, which is shareware. These two are the best tools for common file management. But important thing is you have to have some orthodox file manager where you can have a left and a right window where to compare file, move file, delete, and do anything with files and folders, because standard Windows file manager always work with separated windows that you cannot really compare or sync together and use in this way. So for serious file management, you need some kind of programs that usually are called orthodox file manager, because they are standard since time where graphic operating systems did not exist yet, and there were already standard program like Norton Commander and things like this, and to manage files. And they are still very useful, especially if you are modding things, because what you need to do usually is to compare folders and files and textures and meshes and so on, and there's nothing better than this kind of programs. So they are essential. Yeah, or you can use task conflict detector. The one problem in theory is that you have to load all your mods to be able to search. So if in theory you have a very long load list with some very big mods, like you have 200 time rebuilt in your loading list, maybe that program could have problems loading everything, while searching for the file does not have memory problems. But if it works, probably also task conflict detector is very good for this, because if you are able to load everything, it is very fast searching for something there. But the trick is you are not looking just for the script name, but you are looking for the script starting source with the begin word, because this way you get the one mod which is defining the script, not other mods that are using a script with the same name or things like this. Usually there are cases where you have more than one mod defining the same script, but it's not very often. But this is usually working. Okay, let's go back to our little quest. If I'm able to enable this. Oh, and I did not crash doing all this thing. So we have this new journal. Oh, this is another mod which is implementing the Daedric realm of Sanguine. Interesting. I don't think we visited this realm so far in the other Oblivion mod. Okay, so we must find Astrid. Let's try it. Uh-oh. I am hunted by... Ooh! This Dremora was following me from the Daedric Ruin. I think this is the mod which is making enemies follow you through doors. I'm just trying that mod. It is not the one by I don't remember the name. There are two mods doing something like this. One is very simple and doing just this thing, and another one is very complicated with more options, also reducing the intervention spell. But I'm using the easier one, the simple one. It seems to work so far. This Dremora did follow. Ooh. Barkus Varant.
What is it?
Hello there, how do you do, Breton? My name is Barkus Varant. I'm the head servant of Sanguine. You know who that is, surely? He is the Daedric Prince of all things debauched. We must please the master in a challenge. Okay, let's see. Okay. There are a lot of ramps we can visit, but we have to defeat all the Daedra that will appear in this wall. And then find the key, okay. Very good.
I have just spoken to an Imperial by the name of Percus Varant, in a strange hall, where I have entered from the portal near Ashal Mimilkala. He told me that he's the butler for the Daedric Prince, Sanguine, and that to proceed any further, I must face a challenge of fighting a bunch of lesser Daedra. So of course I have accepted the challenge.
Uh-oh. No time to chit-chat.
Lava beyond sea.
I want to see the colors. Oh, much better. Oh, oh. This one is big.
Lava beyond sea.
So I think we did the fight with every Daedra available. And this is what I love about JMK, is that it's a very complete model. It reminds me of Antares, of Neoptolemus. So his meshes may not be the best meshes and textures available in the world, but expect very nice quests and nice scripting. Ooh. And this is the best one, I think. Ooh.
It seems I've defeated all the Daedra. The Golden Saint should have a key to let me past the door on the northern side of the hall.
And another thing important about the quality of the mod is that you have journal hints for everything. So it's nearly impossible to have doubt about how you can go with the quests. And I think this is a nice touch. So now we should be able to open the door. And this retexture is kind of interesting. Ooh. Look at this. Oh, they are. Oh, crap! Each one is a portal. Why JMK sticks to DeviantArt? I'm not sure about it. I talked with him sometimes because I like his mods very much. I did also got permission to tweak some of them to be compatible with the Sustain Overhaul package and so on. I think it's because he's not very fond about I think forums and chats and things like this. He just like creating things and having some people appreciate it, and maybe he's most familiar with the DeviantArt site and the people over there. So I think that's the reason. He has most of the things there, and a lot of his mods are also in his site. So I think the reason is that one, he just likes DeviantArt most. Yeah, because I know him well. I have a lot of his mods in my loading list, but for instance I was not looking there in the DeviantArt site since a lot of time, and I just discovered the last mod because I've seen a message in the in the Discord Morrowind channel about it. By the way, a message just mocking his mod from people that, in my opinion, are much worse modders, much less complete modders than John is. So I think it's ridiculous to talk about a mod in this way, because you didn't play it, you didn't see nothing about it other than a few meshes and textures, maybe directly in the construction set without the proper lighting and so on. So I know how John is making mods and how technically correct they are and so on, and I appreciate that very much. And also he usually does very nice quests with some new things happening and a very good dialogue compared to a lot of other mods and so on. So I like most of them. I think I had a Juana in Nekataka saying that criticism is easier than creation. But it's also true that everybody feels differently about some kind of mod. People who like nice textures and meshes probably tend to notice that part of the mod and don't appreciate the story, the language, the scripting, and the rest. And maybe scripters tend to appreciate the scripting and to forget about the detailed textures and so on. And also I don't have the concept that new mods are necessarily better than old mods. It depends. It's true that we have probably more power, more technical power now with expansions about graphics and scripting and so on, but some ideas, some things, some old things are still. Anyway, the good thing about mods is that everybody is doing their game how they like it, adding the mods that they like. But I'm just thinking about exploring all these portals. It's making me think that this mod will be one of the best mods if we talk about quests that John has done so far. And yes, I think this will take a while, so I must find a way to play more often. But oh, also we need special keys for each portal, probably. Oh, maybe the green ones are a sort of puzzle. It remembers me of the puzzles in the Greater Dwemer ruins. But for the red ones we need some special key. Anyway, that's not something easy to use. Must find a way. So, there's a door here. Oh, this works. And we have portal to Velix Garden.
Welcome. Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
The traveler seeks answers.
Ooh. Hello. Ah, this is a surprise, an outsider. How did you get into the likes of Sanguine's realms? Most of us here have been invited in one way or another. Once we reached favor with Sanguine himself. Narishka will say this much, though. It is good to see a different face. He's a local gardener. Okay, let's talk about it. And so there are new plants, new ingredients, plenty of things with the description of each plant. Oh, so you found a portal opened by a woman named Astrid, who has disappeared, you say? That is unfortunate, Brighton. And ooh, there are a lot of ramps. Okay, so he can give us one of the keys to the dry canyon, but we need to do a little favor. What that would be? Down on the beach from here is the entrance to a cave known as the Cavern of Sweat and Tears. And we must get there. And fight the Daedra. And get some powder. Okay.
I spoke with an Argonian called Narishka in a place called Valak's Garden, one of the realms of Sanguine. He asked me to bring him 3 portions of breach crystal powder from a nearby cave called the Cavern of Sweat and Tears. He's had issues there with the Daedra who lurk within, and if I retrieve this powder, Narishka said he would give me a key to a desert canyon. Perhaps this will lead to me finding Astrid.
Should you need something, I will be happy to oblige.
Gigi! Hi there, stranger. Gigi Pemedian from Skyrim. So it's night and we want to see better. So it's a small garden.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Full of flowers and plants.
It once
this is a surprise Brighton. We don't usually get many strangers in these parts, but Planescore welcomes you anyway. Extra help about bounty. I'm not sure if I have a bounty. Probably not. No. No problem. And as you can see, we are members of some faction. So this mod feels like something very, very long and nice to play. But I think I will stop here because it's a little late for me. But all in all, very interesting mod. Probably it's not the best mod you can find about nice textures and fancy meshes.
What can I help
Everything
you
is a little rough in the edges by modern standard of meshes and textures, but I think the questing is great.
Something. What does it ask?
How
And
fairly, friend?
considering it is a one-man work, I think it's great. Oh, this must be the cavern we must find. Some ingredient, probably. Oh, look at this.
I have found a strange crystal in a realm of oblivion that is absolutely freezing to touch. Perhaps there could be some kind of item to protect myself in the area. The crystal looks like it could be potentially useful.
So we must find something to protect us. This lava is not working. Strange.
Beyond sea.
I said I stop here, but I'm so curious about finding this. Something to protect us from the cold. Oh, now it's working.
Lava. Beyond sea.
Athena, Falino, Varinarima.
Okay.
Falino, Varinarima.
That lava is super damaging.
Athena, Falino, Varinarima.
Oh, but
Mo. Ixi. Ana. Mo. Ixi. Ana.
some other lava at the other side. This one does not work for some reason. This works, but it's more or less the same thing. Probably there's the collision mesh in this mesh is working and the other one has some problem. But I don't think it's related to the quest. There must be something else to protect from the frost. Something that we are missing. Maybe this way.
Were they build and song?
Species. I'm a little out of ideas. I don't think we need an axe. Okay, this is an interesting puzzle because not able to solve it. I will think about it, but for now I will stop here. Thanks for watching and probably take a look at this new mod because it's really interesting. Okay, good night everybody, see you next time.